Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Glamour Spell Tarot, and this is going to be your June 2020 monthly love reading. So maybe you have a soulmate in mind, maybe you have a twin flame, maybe you just have a lover, you don't define him or her in any way. So this is going to be for you, right? Keep in mind that the timing is fluid. Also, keep in mind that you might just resonate with parts of the reading, so don't try to force it, right? Take what resonates and leave the rest. And if it doesn't, check your other signs. I'm going to use quite a few decks today, so I'm super excited about that. So let's get into it. Leo, let's see which messages come through for you for love for June 2020. You guys know that my moon is in Leo, which creates a bunch of problems for me at times. I have these moments when I want to be larger than life and I want to be in the spotlight. Fortunate enough, because I'm not really that type of person, I don't say it's wrong. It's totally fine and it's totally very rewarding to be at times in the center of attention. Wow. This card's rushed out of the deck. Okay, so I see a couple of scenarios here. The card in the middle is commitment. One of roses. Yeah? This could be a commitment that you are in. This could be a commitment that you are about to get in. Right? But whatever this is stable, grounded, might be a marriage, because here it's a contract. Here is a contract, and it's surrounded by these rose petals. Rose, it's all about romance, right? So this could be about a marriage, this could be about an engagement, this could be about a lot of things. But there has been trouble in paradise. There has been a little bit of trouble in paradise. Because if you see here, it seems like the two people that were sitting at this table, one of them rushed out of the scene because the cup is spilled. And you have two type of messages. One from the angels, that they are, there is a dove here, holding actually a contract. If you look at it, a scroll of paper, which makes me think of this. And then you have, like, whatever this is, an eagle, a falcon, I have no idea which the difference would be, right? A predatory type of bird, which has another contract. Another scroll, another piece of information. So this card is titled Winged Messages. So might have been trouble in paradise. And when I say that, it's in your marriage, in your commitment, and whatever else. But what the universe is begging you to do is to be fluid, to be flexible, like the waterfall. Life is all about ups and downs, right? If you show me someone, anyone, who had like a very crystal clear path and it wasn't left, it wasn't right, it was just like straightforward, nothing was changing. The waterfall card is telling you water is always changing, right? So from a river becomes a lake. It could totally be that. Or from a narrow river it can become a wide river. But water, when it is at the edge, doesn't just like, well, it comes down splashing, yes, true, but then finds its own form again, right? Because you can have water in a cup. I actually have tea there, green tea with jasmine. I love jasmines. But you can have water in the ocean, correct? So you guys see where I'm getting with that. I feel that the universe will see what the angel messages are all about, and we will continue with this. But I sense that there is a need for compromising. I understand that the energy these days has been very, very complicated because of isolation. Um, Maybe there are couples out there that are living in separate countries or in separate states, or I don't know. People go for work abroad and then they get stuck there in a situation like this pandemic. And I don't know if it's even about the pandemic, but it's about how governments reacted. But that's a totally different conversation that I don't want to get in a debate here, that for sure. Um, but what you are asked to do is to be fluid, is to be flexible, is to see the compromise, because there is a compromise. What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the uh, empty side of the cup, or are you going to choose the full side of the cup? How do you see that cup? Some people are just happy to have a cup, a glass. um, we have to continue here. So let's see, what are the messages related to this wind messengers? Will, wisdom, and mind. Again, you are supposed to use, you know what you want, right? You're supposed to balance yourself out, because here there is fire and there is water. Fire and water create steam, right? Steam can be complicated. Not in a sauna, that's the right type of steam, but it's still uncomfortable. It's still uncomfortable. You might be dealing with a water sign. You could definitely be dealing with a water sign. You need to use your mind. You need to use your intelligence. Yes, Leos are strong-willed. Every time I'm insanely stubborn, I feel that's my Leo side coming out. Um, and I feel like burning everything out. I really get very angry because I tend to keep my stuff under control. But if I ever get very angry, be sure you'll hear on the news that a whole city burned down. So I'm at that level. Um, I'm not going to say I'm all about flowers and butterflies all the time. No. And if anyone tells you that, they are lying. You reach a point in your life where you are more calm, you are more peaceful. But there are always going to be different events, and life is going to put you into situations where you are just gonna blast left, right, and center. And that's okay. It's better to leave it out than bottle it up. Things you put under the carpet, they're gonna pop out 10 years after, and they're gonna pop out with a vengeance. So always keep that in mind. So, will, wisdom, and mind. Use your intelligence, use your experience. No one is saying you have to compromise, okay? But it's about finding a middle ground, especially if you're in a commitment with someone you love, right? I understand there are difficult times. I understand things can be complicated at times. Um, well, if you don't love them, then you will need to make a decision and to transform. Like the water in this waterfall is transforming. But we will see what's next. This could be, keep in mind that this could be about you or the person you are dealing with. Okay? Wow. I'm using the Angels Tarot. Wow. You might be in a commitment that you don't really want. And maybe this time of isolation kind of showed you that. And you need to make a decision moving forward. You feel you are very much trapped with the Eight of Air. This is a sense of self-entrapment. You are trapped in your mind. There is a lack of self-confidence. You are afraid to take action. Which way should I go? Why should I go that way and not the other way? And so on and so forth. And all of those thoughts come out at night under the forms of nightmares. Self-fulfilling prophecies is never going to be better for me. You know, the shit that we say when we are upset. You're expecting the worst. You're not sleeping well at night. When was the last time you slept well at night, Leo? That's a question not for you to answer to me, but that's a question for you to answer to yourself. If you want to drop it in the comments, I don't mind. Um, where is your self confidence, Leo? Maybe you feel you have compromised too much in this relationship and now you don't know in which direction you have to go. Again, this could be also about the person that you are dealing with. Well, I'm not going to take all of those. Okay. Page of Air. Someone is spying. Someone is trying to gather more information, maybe to make that decision. Maybe to make that decision that I'm talking about. There is challenging information though that comes out. The Page of Air is logical, is honest, but it's also impulsive and has this curiosity. The Page of Air wants to know more and more and more, even if it's gonna kill him. That type of information, and I genuinely believe that it's better to know than not to know things. Okay. There are delays. There are change of plans that are happening. Maybe someone is delivering some truth without tact. Maybe you are doing that, but from what I can see, Leo, you are very much stuck in your head, and it's very much related to a commitment that you want to have or that you are already in, and that has been going through some troubled times. Or because now I have the Knight of Water here, who is an individual, and you might be dealing with a water sign. This is an individual that is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. This is what the card says, right? Maybe you have been in a relationship so far that has been complicated, had a lot of ups and downs, had a lot of fights, wasn't going very well, wasn't moving towards the commitment that you wanted it to move, and then all this thing with the COVID, so on and so forth, put a stop to whatever plans. But the Knight of Water is a romantic type of offer. Okay, this is falling in love or wedding proposals. And then I have the commitment card here. Maybe you have been stuck in your head because this wasn't happening. You're feeling trapped, because all of us, we are trapped. Ask me about how I feel, how this isolation is making me feel, and I can talk about like a couple of hours, and it's going to be a lot of anger there. But this is all of us. It's not only me. It's not only you. This whole entrapment, sense of entrapment, which is exterior at this point, is not only being in your mind, right? Made you stay up at night. You think this commitment is never going to happen, but it is. It is. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And trust me, Leo, you are not alone in this. We are all in this. I know that doesn't help, right? There is also a need to balance your emotions. And I feel the same thing with the waterfall and this will, wisdom, and mind card, right? It's about balance. I was just telling you. But be prepared to receive an invitation to a social event. As soon as people will be able to go out again, I hope that will happen very soon. And I wasn't even want to go out a lot. Now, honest to God, I haven't been clubbing until morning. Maybe I do that a few times a year. So it's not something I do very often. I used to in my 20s. I had a lot of fun. I lived it all. So, but now, if they tell me there is a club that is opening, I'm going to be the last one who leaves the premises. Anyway. So you are receiving. I feel that there is a wedding proposal here. Someone finally gets themselves free, right? Maybe you have been spying on this person during this time. Maybe this whole time of isolation had to put a halt to your plans. Okay, so that's the challenging information, that's the delay. You had to change your plans because of this. There have been delays. That has created conflict. Or Yeah, you see, you have the change of plans, winged messengers, that's good and that's bad. Um, but I feel so, if you're not in a commitment, right? I know I'm changing the story right now, but I feel stronger than maybe you are not already in a commitment. Um, but your relationship was moving in that direction, and then everything came to a halt. Feeling stuck, feeling trapped, isolation, that you are expecting the worst to happen during this time, not sleeping at night. But actually, that's not what's going to happen. You just need to balance yourself out for a little bit longer. And I know. Seven of air I've seen. That's planning, plotting, strategizing. Let me see which other messages are there from King of Water. You are definitely dealing with a water sign. Definitely dealing with a water sign. This is someone who is very emotionally mature. They don't really like to show emotions, right? You could be dealing with a Pisces, with a Scorpio, with a Cancer. So this individual is trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured, right? It's someone emotionally mature, not necessarily really willing to show their emotions. Doesn't mean they don't love you. It's just like they are not that person to like come and send you 3,000 emojis a day. Although everyone can be convinced to do that. I promise you, I've been there, done that. It's just a matter of communicating. So what the angels are telling you is to open your heart and mind to the ones around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Um, if you are in a commitment that is not going so well, definitely there is the same need for balance, right? Maybe you have an offer from someone else. Maybe someone else is giving you good advice that you can take, you can use, that gives you a different perspective. So I'm using the Marigold Tarot to see what messages are there from the spirit guides in this situation. No, not that many. Can we do less, please? Like the cards wanted to pop out in a pile for you. The moon, there are secrets coming out. Maybe someone has kept their intentions hidden so far. There have been fears. When you don't know, you're afraid of the things you don't know. We are all afraid of the unknown. Okay? So there have been fears. I don't even know the skeleton of which animal this is. Maybe a wolf? Maybe a werewolf. I know everyone is team vampires, but yeah, secrets coming out, intentions being revealed, because the card that came out with it is the Ace of Wands. Someone is coming and offering you a rose. Rose is a symbol of love, of romance. This is passion. This is a passionate new beginning. You have the opportunity for this passionate new beginning. So if you have been wondering where your relationship is going because of this time of isolation, because of this confusing times at the end of the day, and no one knew in which direction we are going. Six of Cups you have at the bottom of the deck. This is reunion with the soulmate. This is nostalgia, thinking of good moments from the past. For sure you had good moments with this person in the past, but after this news of the pandemic definitely was very troubling, and you didn't know in which direction your relationship is going to go. And of course there is conflict. Like, give me I've actually seen a friend of mine last weekend. So she passed by, she slept over, uh, and so we were talking, and my answers were all very, very brutal. She was like, whoa. I was like, I've spent too much time alone. I've definitely spent too much time alone. I'm not a nice person anymore. I don't know how to play with the other kids. Well, I'm a cynical person in general, so. And then you have the Ace of Cups. So not only this offer is passionate, it's going to be extremely emotionally fulfilling. It's an amazing opportunity here. And this person is going to present it. And I feel it's this king of water who's going to do it. This is a wedding, this is a proposal. Maybe it has been on hold because of everything that is happening in the world. But don't lose hope, because this is definitely happening. The plans didn't change. I understand the confusion. I definitely understand the confusion. I definitely understand you didn't know in which direction this thing is going to go. The Tower. Well, actually, this card came out in readings quite a bit, and to me, it refers to the whole old structure of the world crumbling down, and we are adapting to the new normal right now. Okay, so everything we considered is going to be normal. Everything we considered was normal, right, for us, is suddenly changing. Is suddenly transforming into something else. I see this. We are going. You have two major arcana cards. So there are two options to this. Okay, so if you have been waiting for a commitment, this whole thing that happened in the world just came crashing down and crumbled, took your plans with it in the pile of rubber. Because everything happened like that. All of the plans you had were put on hold. It doesn't mean this person doesn't want to offer you this passionate new beginning. Maybe they had to finish something they had in their life. This is also another possibility. In order for them to be able to come, maybe they were in a commitment. Maybe they have been stuck for a while. Maybe there is some information that came out that made this tower crumble. And whatever structure they were in before, it finished. Now they are free and they are coming out with this information and they are going to tell you, hey, I'm ready. I am ready for this. They found a way. They finally found a way to come towards you with this proposal. You guys need to keep in mind that this is a general reading, right, for the collective of Leo. So I'm picking up on different energies of different people out there. So if I keep changing the story here and there, it's because someone has to hear that message. I feel what came crushing down. So maybe this person that you are dealing with was in a long-term stable commitment, but that commitment wasn't a happy one, was more for the money. They were there for the money. And during this time of isolation, that came down crashing. Because you can stay with someone just for an interest, right? I don't say it's right or wrong. People make different choices that suit them. I'm not here to judge anyone. But what happens when you don't have all of the distractions, you cannot go out to the bar, you cannot go out with the guys, you cannot go out with your friends, then you start seeing the things that really bother you. And because you're in the same prison with someone, of course conflicts are going to appear. So maybe someone had to get out in order to come to you with this proposal, right? Someone had to get themselves free, get their money out of a situation. But I feel they are ready and they are going to come tell you this. Because your intuition was telling you that this thing is happening or has been happening. And that it has been trouble maybe in the commitment that they were prior. But they are definitely ready now to commit. Maybe because of this, because they were in something else, that's why there was trouble in your relationship as well. Wow. Three of Cups. Definitely a third party type of situation. Definitely a third party type of situation. But look at the graphics of this card. Look at the drawing on it. There are two cups coming together as one, pouring from two cups into one, and then you have the sunflower there. The sunflower is a symbol for happiness. Okay? Two people, this could be a reunion. Finally, a reunion after someone got themselves free. Someone got themselves free. Someone got themselves into their power. You definitely could be dealing with an Aries here. But someone got into their power. Someone took control of their life, came out with some truth, and they are ready to offer you a truthful new beginning. They are ready to offer you a truthful new beginning. You have three aces. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ace of Rings, the Ace of Pentacles also comes out. That's a truthful new beginning being ready to happen at any time now. Because someone got themselves free from a situation where they were staying only for the money. Six of Cups, reunion, celebration. Three of Cups can also be a wedding. Three of Cups definitely could be a wedding. Someone is getting themselves free from the past because this card, the Six of Cups, came out right under the Tower. Okay? So someone is getting themselves free from the past, a past that they were stuck into because of their finances. And they are finally being able to come towards you with a truthful, passionate, and emotionally fulfilling new beginning. And they are going to give you this information maybe by the full moon. It could be something that is happening by the full moon. There is a full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipses, there is always disruption. But definitely, to me, the Six of Cups is reunion with a true soulmate. The Hierophant. The Hierophant, and they are ready to make a proposal. This is guided by a higher power. This is the higher power here, the Hierophant. Look at this guy looking here at the sky. This is guided by a higher power. This is meant to be. You cannot escape your true destiny. Right? You cannot escape your true destiny. This could also be a marriage that came to an end for someone. Because they were staying there only for the money. There was no love. They see the love, the truth, the emotional fulfillment with you. And I feel that now that this could be totally a marriage proposal as well. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces. But don't get stuck into the signs. Anyone can take this energy, right? Queen of Wands. I feel this is your energy. This is you. This individual is very beautiful, is charming, is passionate, is warm, makes you feel alive, goes after her happiness. And again, that sunflower. Going after the happiness, choosing your happiness. Maybe you had to choose in between two people. You need to use common sense and apply to your situation, right, as it fits. Because I feel a lot of energy is pulling me into a lot of directions. So might be messages coming in for a lot of people. You could be dealing with another fire sign. Six of Swords. Someone had to leave something behind. And maybe this is you. You had to leave something behind. You had to leave behind a commitment, a marriage. Then I was saying that in the beginning. Or this could be the person that you are dealing with, but this is also the Six of Swords. It's so you see, you have this huge knife here, cutting away crap, moving into more calmer waters, moving away from emotional unfulfillment, moving towards something brighter, better, right? So let's pull a couple of more cards. Moving away from conflict, moving away from competition. Could have been a third party situation. Moving away, someone has made up their mind, someone has made a decision. And if you are waiting for this person, know that they are coming towards you and they are dead serious. They see a future with you. They see a future with you. This person has been moving away from conflict. This person cannot stand conflict anymore in their lives. And they are not holding on anymore. They are not holding on anymore. They are not holding on to the past. They are not holding on to situations that do not serve their higher good. They are moving away from all of that. King of Wands. Well, if this is not a divine couple here, this is the last card I'm going to pull. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. If this is not a divine couple, I don't know what it is. You have the Queen of Wands and you have the King of Wands. These are two individuals that are extremely, extremely compatible. These are soulmates. These are twin flames. This is meant to be, because the higher power, and it's funny how I put the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands next to the Hierophant. The higher power has decided that this is what it is meant to be. Okay? Guys, stay with me. I'm gonna collect these cards and then I'm going to open the Lenormand deck. I feel the Lenormand gives us more mundane type of messages. And then I am going to pull few oracle cards from the Moonology deck. Try to figure out a timeline for this. Let's see when this person is coming towards you with this proposal. And then few spell cards. Okay, Leo, so let's see which messages the Lenormand has to offer us for your love reading for June 2020. I'm really curious what comes out about this commitment. The Tree of Life. You are wanting that rainbow in your life, that's for sure. You are wanting to be more grounded, more balanced. You're wanting to grow, to be able to grow, to build something. It's a matter of divine timing. It's all a matter of divine timing. Everything is happening in divine timing. And you know, guys, I was telling you in the beginning, from the start of this pandemic and so on and so forth, there is not much that we can do at an individual level. You are feeling that time is passing by for you, and it's interesting because these two cards actually came out for Virgo as well. Lilies is all about womanhood. You have been keeping yourself pure, caste. You have been waiting to start this new life. I've actually seen this card. As I was looking at the bottom of the deck, I've been drawn to. There is a choice. I feel someone has to make a choice. Someone has to make a choice. There are two doors there opening up. Someone definitely has to cut something out from their lives. Remember when I was telling you maybe you're a person? Or maybe it's you who has to cut out something from your life in order to get into a relationship that is more fulfilling. Definitely someone has to cut out. This is wish fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment. This is healing as well. Once you cut out, or once your person cuts out whatever they have to cut out from their life, make this choice of cutting out, make this choice of going after their wish fulfillment, healing themselves in order for a new cycle to begin, in order to enter this new life that you see for yourself. A new cycle is about to begin. It's funny how I felt compelled to put that card, the stork, under the lilies. The key, there is a key. This person is finding a way. This person is finding a way in order to be able to make this choice, cut whatever they have to cut out of their life to go for their wish fulfillment. The house. This is a symbol of commitment. Either a commitment that they are willing to go in, or you are willing to go in, or there is this key that opens the door to this house, that opens the door to commitment. After they cut, they get out of another commitment. The key to be able to build this with you, to build this new life, is the ability to make a choice. And there is news. Again, news. You had the winged messengers. There is news, and this is news of a new beginning after they cut out something. And this is wish fulfillment, and you have the rainbow here as you had the rainbow here. This is beautiful. It holds the promise of something gorgeous, finding your way towards happiness, because you have the sun there in the middle, on the dial of how do you call this? Compass. Finding their way. Finding their way. But again, it takes time. It takes time, especially if you have to cut out things from your life. The choices are never easy. Closing cycles is never easy, no matter how bad they were. And I felt very strongly this is the divine masculine who has to make this decision. I felt very, very, very strongly. I didn't want to say it. I was actually very curious if it comes out. This is the divine masculine who needs to make this decision. Let's try to figure out a timeline for this according to the cycles of the moon. I connect very well with the energies of the moon, although they are very painful and tough for me almost all of the times. Surrender to the divine. I think the full moon is around the 5th, maybe the 5th. You are being asked to surrender to the divine. Remember when I was telling you about divine timing here? Yeah. Everything happens in divine timing. I feel that they understand that nothing will come out of the situation and that they need to make this decision. Void, of course, moon. They are asked to don't let the past hold them back with the south node. You know, the compass indicates the north, right? The direction to go. And whatever went south, went south. There is beyond repairing at this point. You know, when they say things went south, right? Yeah, that's very interesting. Hold your vision. Believe. You have to believe in the higher power that is intervening and is sorting these things out. Fixed moon. Hold your vision. I don't feel they want to give like a proper time frame for this. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. This would be around this time? No. Because it was a few days back. Immediately after the new moon. A few days back. Whatever. You guys get it. Yeah. Immediately after the new moon, you had to start having faith in your dreams, and maybe it wasn't easy. The new moon in Gemini, it wasn't an easy energy. New moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. And that's the most important sometimes. And actually, I'm gonna put this here. You guys know why. Okay, let me pick up few spell cards for you. I like this deck actually. I wasn't connecting very well with it when I first got it, but I like it. I feel, yeah. Oh, this is gorgeous. The serpent. You guys know that in Christianity, the snake is not really an easy symbol. It's a symbol for treachery, but it's also a symbol for knowledge, right? So the serpent and the symbol of infinity. I have the double infinity, infinite love. My partner actually got it as well as part of one of the tattoos he has. Okay, serpent. The Ouroboros, a serpent biting its tail, is a symbol of infinity. It's a reminder that life is continuous, birthless and deathless, as we are all sharing skins, reincarnating at various moments in life. During the new moon, and you had here, where is it? The new moon in Cancer. The new moon in Cancer. During the new moon is the serpent's magic to aid in healing. Wasn't I talking about healing? And fortifying both body and psyche. Sit on a yoga mat or pillow in silence. Concentrate on your breath and heartbeat while you practice nose breathing. As you clear your mind, imagine two serpents interweaving their way up the golden rod of your spine and bursting through the top of your head. Take as many breaths as necessary, visualizing all organs and thoughts radiant, healthy, and regenerating. The two serpents. Okay, I'm gonna say nothing. I think the Leo moon energy came with a vengeance through this reading. It's like you don't like being a Leo? Well, we'll show you. Wolf, I've actually seen this. Remember when I was telling you, it's like, what's that? With the moon card we had, like a werewolf, a wolf, what's this? Wolf. Wolves represent loyalty and the protection of the pack. A wolf mates for life. Hear that? And understands that with the right pack you are supported forever. When the wolf appears, examine your inner circle of friends and family. Are you as loyal and available to them as they are to you? On the full moon, gather your closest friends or convent and go to the beach, forest, or backyard after sunset. I think considering the COVID restrictions, maybe forest and backyard might work. Make a pact under the glow of the moon, collectively howl and exchange talismans. Well, I would skip this howling, but you get the point. Tangible reminders that you are not alone. Make this a yearly tradition, adding new members to the pact while honoring the old, as each generation has something to teach the other. I love this card though. It gave me goosebumps. Both of them, they gave me goosebumps. Like I'm all goosebumps. Cauldron. Okay, so you guys need to keep in mind that maybe some of you are not into magic spells, right? And it's okay. Magic spells are not about the ritual itself. Ritual is there to enhance and help you focus on the power of your intentions. The power is in your mind at the end of the day. It's not necessarily the ritual. That's why the rituals can be changed, can be modified, can be something that you resonate with. That's why I was telling you, I would be super happy to gather my friends, but you will never hear me howling. That's never going to happen. No. I'm too self-aware of that. So the cauldron, right? The heart of a witch's home, a cauldron, represents the goddess and receptive energy and can be used for burning incense, warming a home, and divination. Ceridwen, the goddess of Welsh and Celtic lore, is known as the keeper of the cauldron. She is identified as a mother figure, a wise crone blessed with profound knowledge and the gift of prophecy. Ceridwen uses her cauldron to reveal brilliant truth. When the cauldron appears, take time to watch incense burn. What do you see in the billowing flames? Concentrate on the dance of the smoke, for it is a symbol of change, rebirth, and transformation. And I'm going to do something for you, Leo, that I haven't done for any of the other signs. I'm going to bless this reading. I'm definitely burning sage before each and every reading, and I'm cleansing the energy. But I'm just going to do it once more for you. Look at the flames, the dance of the flames. Maybe that gets you a little bit inspired. And as this is burning, and I'm going to let it burn for a little bit, guys, drop me a comment below and tell me how you have resonated with this reading. I would be very grateful if you like, share, and subscribe. And that's all I had for you today for love for June 2020. Make sure to come back. The readings for money are going to come out around the middle of the month. And in between, take care, love and light.